few years back, I caught the sheep bug after attending my first wild sheep banquet.
Beautiful stone ram.
This landed me in British Columbia for my stone and Alaska for my doll. Now, I find myself here in Sonora, Mexico after desert bighorn sheep and mule deer.
The Sonoran landscape is absolutely something to see. There are so many different species of cactus and plants.
When we first pulled into the hunting area, the terrain was much more steep and rugged than I had imagined.
I knew we were hunting sheep, but I had expected more of a flat desert plain.
I didn't anticipate these mountains to be so vast, so steep and rugged, and I knew that we were going to have a challenge at even spotting them. Well, it's the morning, the first full day. We're going to put some glass on the mountain. We saw some ewes. 4 or 5 kind of up in this little basin. We're gonna just see if we can find a ram.
He has experience, but I have young guys, so I'll see who finds them.
There's a sheep up there. I don't know what they're saying. I thought they said 2, but just looks like a ewe to me. Unless I just haven't found the ram yet.
They said that there's 3 ewes up there and that they think there may be a macho there, but they only see the ewes so far, so that's exciting.
Just found a juvenile ram. They're really hard to spot unless they're moving around, or if they're turned away you can see the white of their butt, but they've been seeing a couple decent rams in this area, the machos, but this is the first ram of the trip, so a little bit of excitement. Hunting desert sheep, at least in my experience, is quite a bit different than the mountain sheep I'd hunted in British Columbia and Alaska. The way that we hunt these is we stay down in the bottoms, and it's a lot of glassing from sun up to sundown. You're staring through 15s and then going back to spotters, and initially it's not a real physically challenging hunt, it's more mentally challenging. Your eyeballs start hurting, just the strain of staring through the glass, looking and picking apart every little cactus and brush and rock, just looking for something. Well, just go up and to the right. And there's a big saguaro cactus there, and there's another sheep right behind it.
Right above that rock?
Yep. Well, we're just kind of wrapping up the night. It's almost not too far from being dark out, and we spotted a couple more sheep up in the skyline and a couple young rams, probably 3-4-year-old, just juveniles, but got exciting there for a minute because there was one that was behind this saguaro cactus and couldn't tell what he was for a little bit, but just a couple little chiquitos, so.
You're welcome.
2 ewes spotted up in the rocks. They're kind of, if you follow the ridge line there, Lori, where there's the little V, and you come down, there's a big bald face just right below that.
I see where you're sitting.
We went to a whole different area. We split up kind of down this canyon, so we have 2 other people glassing down the way.
Cañón, donde está verde, arriba, en la sombra, del lado derecho, caminando para arriba.
Seeing where that canyon is, the really big rocks, if you follow the canyon all the way up just to the top there, that's where he saw the sheep moving. It kind of went behind that greenery. Muy buenos ojos. It's telling him he has some good eyes.
Hunting desert sheep takes an incredible amount of patience. This hunt had many ups and downs, as we went from many hours of glassing and not seeing a sheep to the excitement of someone finding a ram. This particular property's management plan includes only harvesting 1 ram per year, so we wanted to make sure we spend as much time looking for the most mature ram on the mountain. Well, we're looking at a ram right here. We spotted a smaller one, just a juvenile ram, and there was a little bit of movement kind of behind the rocks just on the other side of where he was, and a little bit nicer ram stepped out, went from just cold wind, overcast, and seeing nothing to 3 rams just out of the blue. He's legal, but...
Yes, it's a legal ram.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but we're looking for another one.
Sure,
Legal.
sure. The nice looking ram, I like the color of them, they're real dark.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All of them. Very dark.
Yeah.
It is tough to be out and you're glassing for hours and the elements are terrible and it makes for a really hard day. And I remember driving back on, one of those days that was a really tough day and thinking, man, that's not what I signed up for.
Every morning when I wake up, I know that it's going to be a successful day. That's the kind of attitude you have to have. Times can get real tough in the mountains, especially when the weather takes a turn for the worse. You can't let that change your mindset.
The next morning we got up, Tony was in a good mood, everybody else was in a good mood, and I just said, hey, we're gonna find a ram today, and the attitude you need to have every day that something great's about to happen.
It's a beautiful ram.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yes, it's very long.
Yeah.
And very dark.
I'm gonna see if I can get mine on him. Well, we got a good ram spotted up here. He's definitely a shooter. He's got good mass, he's wide. Poncho really likes him. They're kind of working their way up this hillside and there's a canyon back there, so I'm not sure what the play is.
Pretty high in the canyon, so my next thought is we have a shooter, how are we gonna get to it? That's gonna be the fun part.
Yeah. Okay. You see
see that grin on Papito's face? See, they're going to the right a little bit. We gotta get going. Up above us, 432 yards.
He's moving down to the right.
There, he stepped back out to the left again.
He's back up where he was. Ready?
Got him?
See?
Yep.
Got him? I'll feel good. I'll feel real good about it when I have my hands on him.
Looks like he got it on the first shot and then reinforced with the second shot. But ¿qué piensas, Pávido? ¿Lo mató?
Sí, ya está
Pávido.
muerto.
Yeah.
Está muerto.
Says he's dead. What are you thinking, Tony?
I'm just looking at how to get up there. That looks nasty. It's just probably a lot steeper than it looks.
Oh God, wait till you see it in person.
He looks like a nice ram.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun just to be on the same trails where it was evident that it was sheep country, and we were walking along the same trail that the sheep were. It was great to climb over and get up to that cliffside and see firsthand the ram that Tony had shot.
This is my first desert bighorn sheep. It's my third North American wild sheep. I'm super happy about this one. This hunt is everything I dreamed it would be, and more. The pure emotion I experienced, the desert, the people, the hunt itself, is something that will forever be forged in my memory.
This has been an excellent experience.
Oh, Tecate alive. Very nice. I like it.
You can tell that this crew that's out here, they've been hunting sheep for a long time now, and they're so passionate about hunting sheep that it's nice to meet someone that has the same interest in another country.
I would just like to say a toast to all of you. This whole trip has been a lot of fun. As much as it is about the hunting and the sheep for me, it's just as much or more important about new friends and new experiences. And I now consider all of you part of our family.
Dice, y que ahora considero a todos de ustedes como parte de mi familia.
Muchas gracias.
Really good.
Salud.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Salud.
This sheep hunt was absolutely incredible, but our journey doesn't end here. Next up, follow us for part 2 as we travel a few hours away to hunt mule deer on a whole different property.